Hello, this is the Star Media with Mahmoud Ahmed, and thank you for joining us today. Please remember to subscribe. The aftermath of the earthquake. Today, in our discussion, we are going to take a look at the effects of the earthquake that happened on Sunday afternoon at the Bomas of Kenya. After Musalia Mudavadi joined hands with Deputy President William Ruto. And in studio today with me is Dickson Muli, a political analyst. Thank you, Mr. Dickson, for making time for us today.
Welcome.
Mr. Dickson, what was your initial reaction to the earthquake that took place on Sunday afternoon at the Bomas of Kenya?
I think that was one of the inconsequential earthquake that we have never seen in this world. It's one of the useless earthquake. You were not expecting Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi to join hand with the thief. So that is nothing. You cannot call that an earthquake, my friend. That was not an earthquake.
Whom do you refer to a thief? Why and you're making that...
You know there is somebody there who attended the event, and he has had so many allegations, and he has some cases in courts. You know and you understand. You people, you know.
Those are allegations for now. They are allegations, are not facts. We don't have the facts, and let's say they are allegations. So
everyone knows, even a small child can tell you who is a thief in this country, my friend. Yes.
So do you support what took place at the Bomas of Kenya?
I don't support it. I don't support it at all. Mudavadi is very inconsequential. Mudavadi has no effect at all. Yeah.
Mr. Dickson, you said that Mudavadi has no effect. But the effect was felt immediately after Kalonzo Musyoka and Gideon Moi walked out of the Bomas of Kenya. So that was the initial effect. So
that was, I think, it was a negative effect to Musalia Mudavadi. Kalonzo Musyoka and Gideon Moi and Jimmy Wanjigi, they didn't want to be associated with somebody who is having corruption issues in this country. And that's why they walked out.
Mr. Dickson, to be fair enough, if we touch on those having corruption allegation cases, there are so many of them, we can name them. So I don't know why you are becoming so biased. The allegations, so let's set them aside. Let's concentrate for the earthquake that took place on the Bomas of Kenya. So you said Musalia Mudavadi has no effect.
Has no effect at all.
But we have seen the reactions until now. There are so many who are reacting to it. So many other politicians have reacted to it, and also some of the other political parties have gone back to the drawing board to strategize themselves. So what's your take?
Nobody can be threatened by the alliance of Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto. You media people, I want to tell you the truth. Nobody can be threatened by these two people. Those are very small things, my friend. They are very small things. And I want to tell you, if you listened yesterday, in the radios and whatever, in the ground, people are resisting the alliance. People of Western are very angry with Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi for what he did. He did it without consulting his people. Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, I want to tell you today, was warned by Mzee Atuoli about the issue. Was warned by
But Atuoli was always against Musalia Mudavadi. He has never supported Musalia Mudavadi.
Let me tell you.
So why will he condemn Musalia Mudavadi after he joined UDA and he was not supporting him before that?
Let me tell you. Mzee Atuoli warned Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi. Musalia did not heed to their warning. Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi was warned by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi was warned by Gideon Moi. Don't join forces with this conman. But Musalia, he did not listen to them. So I want to tell you, Musalia Mudavadi, and I want to address Musalia Mudavadi. Musalia Mudavadi. I truly pity Musalia Mudavadi. I don't think the Musalia Mudavadi that we used to know years back is the same Musalia today. Musalia Mudavadi. How can you go and join forces with this, my friend? Kenyans are tired.
You're still making
Kenyans
allegations,
are tired.
Mr.
No,
Dixon.
I'm
You're
not,
still
no, I'm
making
speaking the
allegations.
truth. I'm not making allegations. I'm speaking the truth. My friend, I'm so emotional. I can even cry, my friend.
Don't be so emotional.
Yeah. This is very, very, very deplorable situation in our country. Musalia Mudavadi. Oh, my friend, I pity that man. I pity that man. The Musalia Mudavadi that we used to know there some years back is not the Musalia that we know today. Some elders should come and cleanse Musalia Mudavadi. So we need some pastors to come and pray for him. I don't think whether it's the Musalia Mudavadi that we used to speak about some on 2017.
So in your own words, Mr. Dixon Muli, you said that Musalia should not have joined the Deputy President, William Ruto.
Okay, first of all, Musalia did a very bad mistake. And whoever was guiding Musalia Mudavadi, that man, he didn't do good. That was a very impulsive decision and impetuous decision. It's a he rushed to make that decision, which is not good as far as much as politics is concerned. Musalia Mudavadi, I think what many people are waiting Musalia to declare his presidential ambition or aspiration,
which he did at the Bomas of Kenya.
But you can see through his feeling, through signs, how they were laughing. Those people are really with deep Ruto. And let me tell you one thing. Musalia Mudavadi didn't join Ruto on Sunday. Musalia Mudavadi joined Ruto last year, August. Every event that Musalia has been going has been funded by William Samuel Ruto.
Okay, Mr. Dixon, to cut you short, let me ask this. Before, Oka principals have several times invited they have invited ODM leader Raila Odinga to the event. But when Musalia Mudavadi did the same, at least they should have stayed and wait until the event is over.
Let me cut you short. When I am a Wiper member, we were at Kasarani, we organized our NDC, and when we invited Raila Amolo Odinga, we informed our principals of Oka, and we told them that even president might grace this event, and we told them all the guests that will attend the event. But when we went to Bomas, Musalia didn't tell our Oka principals the people who are going to grace the event. Let me tell you one thing. We can't organize a family meeting. We are talking about family issue. Then one of the family members invites a neighbor, even or a stranger, even without our knowledge. That can't happen, my friend. It can't happen at all. Yeah. If you want to invite a stranger, just tell us there's somebody coming, and this person is this and this. He has this and this, and he will going to come. So we were expected to talk about our issues as soccer. Then you invite somebody else without our knowledge. Yeah, that's very bad.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Dixon. Fair enough. Do you think now Oka is dead, or it's critically sick? It's in a critical state.
Okay, Oka is very strong, my friend. Musalia Mudavadi was the impediment of Oka's progression. I want to tell you the truth. And Oka is very strong. We are strong. We are behind Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. We are behind Gideon Moi. We are behind Cyrus Jirongo. Those are people, those are heroes, people who have stood, and they have said they are not going to join hands with thief.
You keep on referring to thief, which is an allegation.
Let me correct that.
Let's leave that.
They are not going to join hands with somebody with corruption issues in our country. Somebody with cases in court about corruption issues. They want to join a person who is clean. They want to join a person who is having outstanding.
But President Uhuru Kenyatta also joined, and he is the deputy president for now.
What?
President Uhuru Kenyatta worked with him for the last 10 years, and he has been in government. So
President Uhuru Kenyatta used to know that this man is good, this man is clean. But right now...
Why now? Why now?
No, because we have issues. You can compare about the last government and this government. The last government, the government A of Uhuru Kenyatta and government B of Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, government B has overworked than government A. You know. And so many projects now have installed, so many projects we have seen they have been revived, so many projects that they ate money, they gave tenders, their people, those people who are in government A. You can see now, government is working, infrastructure is in a very good condition. Government B is overworking because you see the person who was behind government A.
We don't have government A or B, so the government is one and the presidency is one. Where does that leave Kalonzo Musyoka and Gideon Moi? Are they strong candidates when it comes to the fourth general election?
I've said they are very clear. Kalonzo Musyoka is a very strong candidate in this Republic of Kenya. Gideon Moi is very strong. And we have said, and let me tell you, as a Kamba, very soon we are going to organize a Kamba declaration that is going to happen around Machakos. And we are going to invite more than 1 million Kambas to come. We make a declaration together about our stand as a Kamba and the person we are going to follow. So we are very strong as Oka. And very soon we are going to unveil our presidential candidate. We are very serious, my friend. This time we are very serious. We are going to the ballot.
And will they go until to the end, or they will join either of the sides, maybe deputy president's side or the Azimio side? Do you think they will join any side?
Okay. We may join any side, but we are not going to join any side that is having some allegation, any side that is having some issues. We want to, if we are going to join, we are going to join a clean side.
I don't think this clean side when it comes to a lot of allegations has been there for the past maybe years. So I don't think there's any side that may have a clean political lineup. So
Kenyans know a person is clean and a side that is clean. You know, even you media people, stop confusing us. You know the clean side, you know a good side, you know a side that has no issues with corruption, you know a side that is having an outstanding integrity in our country. You know very well, my friend. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon, for that. So let's come back to the earthquake that took place again before we shift our attention into other matters. Musalia Mudavadi said that they joined a side that had similar ambitions to them. The Uchumi Bora, which is of ANC, and the other side, that's the bottom-up approach. So do you think they have tackled it from an economic perspective side?
Okay, let me tell you one thing. These are the same people who have finished our economy. These are the people who have interfered with the economy of this country. You know, and even I was wondering, when Musalia Mudavadi was addressing Kenyans and telling Kenyans how some people have finished our economy, how some people have interfered with the economy. Instead of addressing somebody who was behind him, somebody who is in government is addressing Kenyans. And I still wondered. These two people, even you could see how Musalia Mudavadi was energetically saying, "Uchumi bora, pesa mfukoni." Musalia, yes, some money in his pocket. He was given by Ruto. So you can understand how he was smiling while saying pesa mfukoni. That is the money that he was given by Ruto. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Dixon. Why are you against the Musalia Mudavadi joining Deputy President William Ruto? What if he joined the Azimio side? Would you have supported that formation?
You see, it is not me against him. The ground. You listen to the ground. You don't go somewhere because of your personal interest. You don't go somewhere because of money. Listen to the people who have been supporting you. Listen to your elders in your community. Mzee Atwoli is one of the elders in this community. You should have listened to him. Listen to people who are close to you, like Oka. So it's not about where he's going. No, listen to your people first before going. You might go there and be finished politically. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Dixon, this is a conversation that I'm sure will continue for the next 1 week. What's your final comments?
My final
concerning the earthquake that took place at the Bomas of Kenya on Sunday afternoon?
My final comments, I think about the earthquake, that was one of the useless earthquake that we have never seen. I was not expecting something like that. And Musalia did a very bad mistake. I think he should reconsider his stand and come back, be blessed by elders, be blessed by pastors. We can still forgive him as Kenyans. He can reconsider his stand and come back as a lost sheep. Okay, final. Because my final comment, allow me to say this. As for me, I'm going to be an aspirant in 2022, come August. And the 19th February, I invite even you media people, you come. I'm going to make a political statement on which seat that I'm going to vie. This one of mine is going to be a bigger earthquake. And finally, I want to urge all Kenyans, all youth, kindly come out in large numbers, register as voter at this time. This is time to take this home. It is time to take people who have been disturbing us home. It is time to take people who have been stealing public money home. This is time for youth to stand and elect a clean leader, a leader who has no corruption issue, a leader who has been defending him, a leader who is not having any interest but the interest of Mwananchi. Come out, register. The time is running. So try. I want to urge youth. We have hope. We still have hope. We still have hope. We still have hope. We still have hope. We are going to eradicate these bad leaders. We are going to eradicate these thieves. Please come out in large numbers. Register as voters. Yeah, register. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Dickson, for that. Though you got so emotional at the end of it, but I'm sure 9 August, Kenyans will decide on whom they will vote in and who will go home. And until then, remember, mother is always right. Please remember to subscribe. Thank you.